Last year I was here. The question I had last year was about money in business. And this time I wanted to shift it and ask about something else. I've been very familiar with your work and I understand a lot of it. And I still have some moments and things that are not so clear. And they will continue because it's a process.
Yeah.
But the question right now is about alignment and relationships. And earlier today, you mentioned I have it written down right here. It's the unconditional alignment. This is something that I do not understand. And I wanted to bring alignment between two people as partners. I wanted to know, what does it mean to be aligned? Because there is also desires into the whole equation. Somebody desires something.
Let's start with what we mean by alignment. What we mean by alignment is you in your physical form, in this moment choosing a thought that is in such harmony with the thought that your inner being is thinking about the same thing at the same time, that there's no discord within you. And when you have accomplished that, you feel really good. You feel clear and happy and sure, confident. So that's what alignment is and what it feels like.
So it has nothing to do with desire.
Well, it has everything to do with desire, because your inner being stands as the culmination and the pinnacle of all that you desire, which is what we were talking about just now with our friend, the essence of goodness and well-being and clarity and all of those things that are at the essence of what you are asking for. So yes, your alignment has everything to do with your desire, because through all that you've lived, you've come to great clarity about what you desire, which means about who you are, about where you're going. And so when you are in alignment with that, you feel good. And you could say you're very forward looking in terms of looking forward to the manifestations catching up with the vibrational essence of your desire.
Okay, now when, again, two people are partners.
Well, now you're talking about something else, because if you understand that alignment is as we've described it, and that's what you're striving for, and therefore that's what you are commonly accomplishing, then there's such power in that alignment. One who's aligned is more powerful and more influential than millions who are not. So when you've got that kind of alignment going on, those not in alignment with you have to go somewhere else. So it's flawed thinking to try to get yourself to harmonize with other humans. Harmonize with who you are and let law of attraction bring you those who are in harmony with you. So often your effort is to try to harmonize with this one and this one and this one, and all that does is keep you out of alignment with who you are, with who you really are. So you're not very powerful, so you're just sort of yucking around in lower vibrations and not having a very good time, and blaming each other for it not working.
So there is a huge alignment. So you are aligned with your higher being and your desires,
and therefore your power and clarity and all of that.
Yeah. And at the same time, you and the partner love each other so much, and that they have slightly different desires.
It's a nice thing when you are able to let your human physical partners establish their own relationship with their inner being. It's perfectly all right if you want different things. That's the diversity, the wonderful diversity that this time-space reality provides for you. If you all wanted the same thing, you would be very narrow and very bored, and there would be no motion forward. Your differences are your true power.
Does that mean that those two separate?
At the essence of what you want and at the essence of what your partners want is the same thing. So it always comes back together at the essence or at the inner being part. It's always harmony, because everything that everyone wants is because they want to feel better in the having of it. They want to feel the alignment. They want to feel the motion forward.
So just to clarify, so they could have their own...
Here's how it works. So let's say you have a partner. So this is you and this is your partner. And let's say that you have a specific desire and your partner has a specific desire, maybe about where to live, or maybe about what your business would be, and you have a different of opinion of what you want. You think your desires are different. Well, we want to say at the core of each of your desires, you are the same. But in the way you want it to play out, let's say you have differences. So let's say that you are really hearing what we're saying about finding alignment with who you are. So you're striving and finding alignment with who you are. So you're in alignment with who you are. And let's say the other is doing that too. That means the universe is delivering both of you exactly what you want. Neither one of you is being deprived of anything. But let's say that instead of finding alignment with who you really are and what you really want, that you're worried about what that one wants. So you're not in alignment with what you want. You're all controverted. You got resistance. And the other one's doing the same thing. Instead of being in alignment with what they want, they're worried about what you want. And so neither one of you are in alignment with who you really are or what you really want. And neither one of you, therefore, are getting what you really want. And you're both blaming each other. And you think that if you would just want what I want, and if you would just want what I want, if we could just agree on what we want, then we'd have harmony. And we say, that's not how it works. Let everyone find their own alignment with who they are, and you will all find what you want. That's what makes this wonderful world go around in the way that it does. Isn't it nice that you differ in your desires and beliefs?
So if that person wants to live in California and I do want to live in Chicago, where does he ever come in together? Or?
Yes, because at the essence of why you want to live in California and then the essence of why the other wants to live in Chicago, there is a harmonic point that the universe can satisfy. In other words, you can have everything that you want, because we're pretty sure that the reason that somebody wants to live in Chicago isn't for the bad weather. There's another reason that they want to live in Chicago that could be satisfied with a lot of places, you see. But you get so sure of what you don't want that you deprive yourselves of what you do want. There are so many places around this planet that you could all live in harmony. But when you say, no, never me, I'll never leave this country, or I'll never go to that country, or I'll never go over there, or that makes my hair too curly. In other words, you have really funny reasons that you deprive yourself of the true essence of what you want.
So that person that wants to live in California could easily reframe and shift the way they think of things, and then no longer live in California, stay here.
Yes. If they get to the essence of what they want, they would discover that the essence of what they want can be satisfied in many places. It's an interesting analogy that you're offering, because the analogy that we've offered for many years is, so one of you wants to live in the mountains and the other one wants to live at the beach. And it seems like very different, but the reason that each of you want what you want at the essence is the same. And when you get to the essence of who you are, then you can find satisfaction in many different places. And what about being so mobile that you get to have all of it? You get to taste all of it at its best, you see. Don't be settlers. And we're not talking about the commercial. The annual lollipop. You don't watch television, that's good. That's really good, because if you watch television, you'd know about the settlers. We have enjoyed this interaction more than any that has been before. It is so satisfying to us to feel you, and most of all to feel your movement in the direction of who you really are and what you really want. We make too much of all of this. We think these conversations that we've had in this day have been remarkable. We can feel the movement of vibration, not just within you, but the universe at large. There's been a significant expansion of understanding that others who are in the vicinity will have access to. Be more playful. Be nicer to yourself. Do more things that feel satisfying to you now. Worry less about what others are doing. Get your nose out of their business. Establish your relationship with your own inner being. Discover your own true power. And live happily ever after in the way that you intended when you decided to come here to begin with. There is great love here for you, and it is our promise to you that we remain everlastingly in your vortex, keenly aware of where you are headed and where you are. And for now, we are complete. What a good day this was. What a really, really, really good day. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.